All right, good morning, guys. How's everyone doing? Tim, good morning. Craig, good morning. Jeff, good morning. CJDV, who made money last night on the short? Obviously, we pumped all the way back up, but some good money was made. 66.1 was really my target to 66. And then now we're following the downtrend perfectly with some manipulation into the New York session. Good morning, blue collar traders. 12 Supreme, how you doing? Who's all making money on this community? Thomas, how you doing? Thomas, I believe you sent me a message about coaching. I'll get back to you. So, guys, essentially here, well, let's go do this. Let's go to our win section. And let's look at everybody crushing these Bitcoin trades, all right? Crushing all these shorts. So shout out to everybody who's winning, guys. Obviously, we have some jobs report coming in. We also have the New York session. I feel like I haven't done a New York session in a couple of days live. I know I was sick the other day. But essentially right here, we came down to the bottom, 65K. And New York is bouncing off of here in the downtrend. Manipulation, pump and dump, whatever you want to call it. I am crypto trading. How you doing? But we are still in the downtrend. So nonetheless, we're in a downtrend. We pump to the top right here. Pretty much typically you can see that we pump to the top. Then we got some bullish divergence playing out. Bullish divergence playing out here, guys, on the lower time frame. However, if you're looking at the overall trend is down. If you do look right here on the lower time frame on the 1 minute, we did break out. But this is 99.9% going to be a fake out to me, because if you look at your MACD, never ignore your MACD, guys. Always go with your MACD. Even though we are dropping, or even though we were pumping in the market, you can see that the MACD has been pushing down, essentially, which is a downtrend. So we never broke the channel, which means that we are still in this downtrend channel, following it to a T. But in my personal opinion, we are going to break it very, very soon. You're overbought on the 5 minute. The 1 minute's coming down. You're faking out right here. You have a manipulation pump and dump into the New York session. And now we're kind of just waiting for this 4 hour to drop and break this channel. We got a fair value gap here. You can see you back tested the fair value gap on the 4 hour time frame. Good morning, Stephen. How you doing? White, good evening. Everybody's saying good morning, and then one person says good evening. It messes me up. No, but I hope you guys are doing good, guys. We're crushing it on trade setups. We are absolutely crushing it. Crushing it. But make sure you guys are taking profit, all right? Make sure you guys are setting stop losses in profit, guys. I'm going to be going over my stuff today for the live training session. Remember, guys, we are going to do a live training session for the 21st of February. 21st of February. I'm going to show you guys how to get funded accounts. I'm going to show you guys how to trade. I'm going to show you guys how to scalp on the 1 minute, stuff like that. So let's go take a look at ETH here. A little bit of a fake out on Ethereum. London really didn't do anything. Actually, if we looked at the London session, all London did was accumulate. Tokyo You know what? Tokyo actually distributed. Tokyo was in accumulation, but if you actually look for the whole session here, Tokyo distributed. Then London accumulated. Then New York. New York actually manipulated. So what you can see here is New York took out the Tokyo high, and New York took out the London low. So this is perfect AMD: accumulation, manipulation, distribution, accumulation into London, distribution for New York, manipulation into Tokyo, manipulation into New York. Perfect. And I mean textbook AMD right there, guys. You're taking out the Tokyo high, you're taking out the London low. Now, personally for me, guys, I would not be trading this at the moment. I am not in any trades at the moment. I took profit. We made about, on all funded accounts, we made about 6,000-ish in that area. So roughly 6,000 on 3-4 funded accounts all together, which is not too bad. I'm not going to play New York's game right now. I'm just going to wait till we break down or we break up. There was a little movement right here, but I already took profit last night, and I'm really trying not to trade more than twice in a 24-hour period. It is just my own consistency rule thing. If I'm on XC, I'll do it, or on an exchange. But if I'm on my funded accounts, I'm trying to make sure I'm holding to my consistency rule. All right, so midnight. It is about 9:50 right now in the morning. Olga, good morning. How you doing? So if you guys are making money on Beast Limitless trading, guys, 111 in the comment section below. So yeah, Bitcoin's in kind of a no trading area for me at the moment. I don't like longing because of the MACD, but I also don't like shorting because we're at the bottom of the channel. All right. And I believe, guys, jobs reports have been coming in. I'm not sure how jobs reports came in today, but I do know there was a jobs report. XRP as well crushed it, right? Someone was in a Solana short last night. I hope you guys made money. But XRP, same thing, guys. Like, you cannot fake out on a pennant. I mean, there was a pennant on XRP, and look right here. You broke the pennant. Angela, you made money on your Bitcoin short. Nice to see you. I know you're a new trader. I hope you're making money in the community. Hope you are making money in the community. So, guys, what did I say yesterday about XRP? This is textbook, okay? Textbook. We were in a ranging pennant. Pennant, range. We broke said pennant. Like, if you go watch the live yesterday from last night, the Tokyo live, this happened perfectly. You broke said pennant. You dropped down to about 134. You came up. You retested the pennant about 140. Okay, now we're dropping. Now you could pretty much see XRP is probably going to come back down to about $1, roughly. APG, let's go. All of you guys are making money. That is pretty much unheard of. So I'm really happy to see that. All right, guys. So essentially, you can see right here, XRP is ranging, but we should break this soon. Again, I'm not in a Bitcoin trade at the moment, okay? I'm not in any trades, guys. If you're just tuning into the live, I'm chilling. I'm happy with my profit I made. see what XRP is doing here. So change of character, break of structure. That means we should drop. We do need to break this area right here, 134. We're still bullish on the 1 hour, but we break this area right here. We break down. Craig, how you doing? I'm making money back down so far in the week, though. Down or up, you can make money in this market. What I recommend, guys, if you win for the day, stop trading, okay? Just stop trading, guys. It's pretty simple. The biggest recommendation, I'm telling you right now, this is from somebody who's completely obsessed and addicted to trading, okay? Stop trading if you win for the day. Stop trading if you lose for the day. That is my recommendation. So yeah, XRP, you're looking at about 105. 105 roughly. So if you break this area right here, you're looking at it breaking here. Olga, they did not take Asia's high. Well, pretty close, right? It doesn't have to be right on the bat, but if you look at your session right here, you're close to. Here's the thing. It technically did take out Asia's high because that is the downtrend of the channel. So when you guys are looking at channels or resistance or support, if you broke right here, that would have been a breakout. And it looks like we're too weak to break out. So you did pop to the top of the channel, technically taking out Asia's high. It doesn't have to be perfect. But what it did is it took out Asia's open high, pretty much. Well, the open high was about 69.4, so pretty close. But then it came down and took out London's low, manipulated London's low. So CJDV, why the heck are you up at 5 a.m. in the morning? Go to bed. I appreciate you guys for being on the live, okay? 12 Supreme Rabbit, could you please quickly explain how to draw parallel channels? I can't. It's too much detail right now. We'll be doing it in the training session. I'll give you a lowdown real quick. You take the 3 points. Okay, so you take the 3 points, 1, 2, and 3. You take your 3 points right here to the top of the channel, and you line it up with the bottom, okay? And essentially, you want your top to line up with your bottom wick. If you don't have 3 points and you only have 2 points, no problem. But a very, very strong trend is going to be 3 points, right? Okay, so guys, remember we have a Tokyo live today. Okay, I know I kind of messed up the schedule a bit last night, but I'm glad I came on during when I came on. I want to make sure everybody knows the schedule, guys. Today is Tokyo, tomorrow's London. All right, we're going to get back to that. But it did work out. Everybody made a lot of money. I was feeling sick in the morning. I didn't do a New York live, but we're going to get back to that, okay? Heck, I may do another Tokyo live tomorrow. I don't know. Right now, I'm going for movement off the market. Typically, there hasn't been movement in Tokyo. There's only been movement into London. So, yeah, if you guys are looking for a short on XRP, this would pretty much be your short off a 134, 135 break. You could see XRP is in a huge round to top, riding the downtrend, okay? Same thing with Solana, guys, right? Who's making money on this Solana short? Look at that, banging. We're looking at about $53 on Solana. I'm just letting you know, guys, I'm clickbaiting you. I'm kidding. I'm not clickbaiting, but I feel like I am. I definitely feel like I am. It feels very, very clickbaity to say Solana is going to 53 bucks. But essentially, guys, this is what is happening. So you can see Bitcoin is ranging in the downtrend. Since we've been ranging in this downtrend, Solana has been going sideways and XRP in a downtrend. So we keep on gliding the downtrend, but whatever we finish at is going to be our target in the market. Okay. Just wild. Absolutely wild. Okay. So all we're going to do is we're going to keep on riding it until Bitcoin drops. And when Bitcoin drops on the downtrend, that is when we are going to drop. You're going to see a couple days go by. You're going to see 83. You're going to see 70. Then you're going to see 60. Heck, you might even see 45. I don't know. But right now we're looking at about $50 on Sol. Okay. Hit that like button, guys. Let's run up the live today. I think my live thumbnail is very, very fitting. Show you guys my live thumbnail today. Boom. New York. Manipulation, pump and dump. Very, very fitting. So with that being said, guys, all we're really waiting for right now, this is a tough area to trade. We're waiting for the New York session. Ultimately, we're waiting for Bitcoin. We are waiting for Bitcoin to break. And I'm not talking about break up. I'm talking about break down. Okay, so I would really not be trading this unless I'm in an altcoin, maybe at the top, until we break this wick. Once we break this wick, then we are going to drop. And then you're going to notice Bitcoin come down to about 60,300. Well, double bottom in this area. Ultimately, though, we keep ranging, right? But we're trying to hit that 64.5 target. 64.6 to around 64.9. Let's go look at the total crypto market cap here, see what the total is doing. Okay, so the 4-hour close is done, guys, right? Same thing. Total crypto market cap did break out. But we're going to redraw it. It's pretty much doing exactly what the market is doing on altcoins. You've got your 4-hour pushing down, down, down. You've got your 18-hour pushing down. If I'm looking at the total crypto market cap, because this is very, very important. We can see since the drop, we've been in a rounded top, right? I say this on altcoins, but I'm saying it on Bitcoin too. Here's the pump. Here's the rounded top. We've been tapping that resistance over and over and over. So if we are looking at the total crypto market cap, you're looking at it hitting about 2.2 trillion. And then ultimately double bottoming here. So if we look at the 4-hour close on Bitcoin, we've got a 4-hour close. We'll see if we are going up or down. So ultimately our MACD is pushing down. We got another third histogram here. We are not touching the top of the 20, but we are curving up on our KND. So even though we are kind of looking bearish-esque for a bit, we possibly could be curving up on our MACD a bit. I mean, on our stochastic RSI. And you can see we are completely oversold on the 15-minute. So this is why I'm saying it's not a trading session for me, because, or a trading time. Trading session might have been up here, right? But again, because if you look at the 15-minute time frame, we are completely oversold, and we are actually bouncing off of this trend in the shorter term. So that is a bounce off of a higher low. Now, personally, I'm not going to long this because we're in a downtrend. I've already written my my will in the downtrend or the uptrend, and basically, even though it could pump up to here, downtrends play out more. But we did break out, so I'm going to let us go back to the top or do whatever it is going to do and range a bit more. All right, altcoins might start dropping, but you're going to see Bitcoin in this manipulation session kind of ranging, right? Ranging below the conversion line. Okay, let's take a look at Tether dominance here, USDT.D. So Tether dominance is bouncing off at your 7% on your 786, 886 area. We are continuing to push up here, your 4-hour. I believe your 4 hours getting some. So your daily is pushing down, but your daily is moving up still. So once this is oversold, it looks like we're going to start pushing up on Tether Dom. Obviously, we know we've had this double bottom here for a bit. So we are looking at this target about 10% or even 12%. Trench Juice, how we doing? Yeah, guys, so Bitcoin is not in a trading, well, the market's not a trading zone for me at the moment. I'm not going to long it. I'm not going to long it. I'm going to wait till it goes back to the top, or I'm going to wait till it breaks out. I'm only looking for shorts now in this market moving forward until we break out, because the MACD is pushing down. We are in a downtrend. Sure, we hit the bottom, but we never even hit that 64K, which means that we are just going to range probably for the New York session after this manipulation. We might push back up and double top to 68.5, but we'll see what happens. 3 a.m. grinding brother here in Australia. Shout out to Australia. We got a lot of viewers from Australia. I noticed a lot of people trade crypto in Australia. Have you guys seen that new show, Star Search? Even though it's not new, I guess, for the generation from 1996, 1990. But I gotta say that show is pretty cool. The reason I'm bringing it up is because it seems like everyone is from Australia on Star Search. You guys have a lot of talented people. Even my business partner's son is going to be going to Australia for cooking. All I want to do is go to Australia to swim in the Great Barrier Reef. That is really it. Right? Look at this manipulation, guys, in the New York session. This is why I'm not trading it. Again, we might pump up to the top, right? But we got resistance right here around 67.3, but you pumped all the way up, took out pretty much London and Tokyo's high. We didn't exactly take out Tokyo's high, but pretty close. Then you hit the bottom of the channel, and now you're pumping up again, right? You're still in the downtrend, though. So keep that in mind. And initially, too, your 4-hour MACD is still pushing down. You do have a fair value gap right here. This is actually crazy. If you look at this fair value gap, this is kind of ludicrous. If you look at this fair value gap, we manipulated in the New York session, but we closed the 4-hour candle below the fair value gap. That is a stop hunt, a manipulation, whatever you want to call it, all day, all day. Look at that right there. Manipulated, pumped, and now we close inside of that fair value gap. So altcoins probably are going to move up with this. So I don't, again, I'm not trading, guys, but I don't think I'd be. I'm pretty sure if I could get you guys 10 different funded accounts, I'm pretty sure I can make everybody 10 grand in a day. That is my goal, to get you guys, show you guys how to get funded accounts, but get you 10. Then you're trading with $1 million, and then you're making 10 grand a day US. And I think that's enough money for everybody. I've been trying to figure out, guys, how to get everybody to get out of the, essentially what 12 Supreme is saying, the rat race, right? We are in a rat race, where most people definitely are. Tropical paradise. Yeah, Australia is looking very, very good. You guys could definitely trade this for sure. I just made my wins, and I'm trying to stick to just trading once after winning in a 24-hour time period. Angela says, I can't even believe that. That would be a dream for me. Craig, more than enough money. Perfect. So I think we're on the same page, right? And imagine, like, yeah, it's pretty good. Hexstar, how you doing? Good morning. So there's Bitcoin. There's Ethereum. I do want to go check out. Aave is starting to become one of my favorite trades in crypto. Look at that drop. Holy man, 105. Pumped all the way up to 113. That is a manipulation session right there, guys. Look at that. Boom, right? New York is not for the weak, guys. If you can't trade New York, don't trade New York. It's pretty simple. London and Tokyo is going to be your more calmer sessions. New York, you will make the most money, though. Okay, so you're oversold here in the market. Obviously, the MACD is pushing down. So I'm not really buying the I'm not really buying the drop, but I'm not really buying the pump. There's the possibility we go double top right here. Right, big possibility we double top. But guys, I would be looking at Aave all day. If Aave bounces back to the top of the channel and then we break trend after, I would be looking at a short, because look at how quick Aave sells off, but look how quick Aave pumps. Essentially just going with what Bitcoin is doing. But Aave is such a profitable short and a profitable long. If you can find an entry area on Aave. Yeah, if we come up to 113, that would be cool. If we break 104, though, we're going to drop a lot, right? But I'm not sure. I'm not as convinced that Aave is going to pump, because we do know Bitcoin is in a manipulation. So we are rejecting our conversion line right here. That conversion line plays out perfectly on the parallel channel, guys. I am talking perfect, perfect, perfect. If we break that conversion line, you're probably going to pump back up to the top here. You're 5 minutes overbought. Yeah, you're just in a little bit of a manipulation session here on Bitcoin, which is fine because we haven't really had too much movement on Bitcoin, right? Not too much movement at all. I just want to say, guys, shout out to everybody who's being active in our community, guys. beastlimitless.com. Shout out to GP. Shout out to Steve. Shout out to Alex. Shout out to Monopoly Money. Shout out to I Am Crypto. Shout out to Moises. Shout out to Matt. All right, all you guys are crushing it. If you guys are not in it, beastlimitless.com. You don't have to pay to join. It is free. Come hang out with the community. Come chat, all of that stuff, right? And there you go. It does look like Bitcoin is rejecting that conversion line, 67.2. At this point, I just want to break this lower low and then drop. I'm not interested in trading it right here. I'm only interested in trading it at the top or the break of the support. Stouffer, dude, how you doing? Morning. I haven't looked at Bitcoin DOM for a minute. Bitcoin DOM broke trend a long time ago. And you can see that the weekly is Bitcoin DOM broke trend. It's a long, long time ago, guys. So all we're doing is forming a kind of a rounded top on Bitcoin dominance. Actually, wait, hold on. Did we break trend? Because we got this point right here. I got to make sure I line up my points perfectly. I'm saying Bitcoin broke trend, but okay. Well, if you look here, Bitcoin broke trend. But if you line up this point to right here, you can say Bitcoin did not break trend or Bitcoin DOM. But if I'm looking at the monthly, Bitcoin DOM definitely broke trend. So this is what we want. We want Bitcoin dominance to actually, no, never mind. It didn't break trend. So if we break this area here, guys, on Bitcoin DOM, we're definitely going to drop. And you can see that this will come down a lot. XRP is rejecting long-term trend from July. Yes. So, well, here's the thing. If you look at XRP on the macro, guys, we're actually bouncing off of the. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw my bounce right here. So we're actually bouncing off of the low here from 2024 of September where we had that pump. But are we bullish enough to hold it? Now, one of the reasons XRP pumped a lot, guys, is because of this pump. We pumped off of that low from whatever that was, 115 to 154, because we formed a higher low. Okay. Forming a higher low took us to the top here of that VRVP range. Now we're kind of coming down to this area right here. Right? But if you're looking at your 18-hour time frame, your 18-hour time frame is very, very overbought. You're just waiting for that daily to touch the top. And one more thing is XRP is rejecting that 800 SMA. So that 800 SMA is going to be a big telltale rejection of us continuing the downtrend. I know a lot of people are bullish on XRP, guys, okay? But we are pretty much probably going to continue back down. Argale, how you doing? Trading New York Open is easy. Mark out the first 5-minute candle high and low and switch to the 1-minute chart. Yeah, you're pretty much talking about orb and the fair value gap. Some people don't like New York because of the volatility. Some people do. As long as I make my money for the day, I am done trading. I'm only focusing on making 10 grand a day, and that is it. Well, $1,000 a day, but 10 grand if we're going over 5 funded accounts, because at that point I'd be greedy. But yeah, I do like trading New York. I actually don't like trading New York on the live, to be honest, because then I got to keep on going back to the chart. But I do like trading the New York session with you guys if I'm only looking at, you know, Bitcoin and a couple of the large caps. All right, guys. So that's mainly what we're looking at here. If we look at CoinGecko, maybe there will be something to look at. Bitcoin Uniswap. Okay, we can look at Uniswap for sure. No problem. I know Pippin was pumping. Too concerned about that one. Aster broke out a bit, but it's the same coins that kind of move when the market pumps or dumps. Uniswap's looking pretty good. You had a nice little pump here in Uniswap. Wow, all the way to $4 from 325. So you guys could see there's some pretty good manipulation. Like we have a double bottom here in Uniswap. It's probably not going to play out. If we look to right here where it pumped to, I'm pretty sure that this is the top of the channel. It is, right? So it pumped a bit past to the top of the channel here. And you can see now Uniswap is trying to come down. It's probably going to come down all the way to the bottom. I wouldn't be trading this though because it's in the middle. I'd be waiting for the break of trend, or I'd be waiting for it to pump back up here. I'm really trying to dial in, guys, and make sure I do not trade in the middle at all this year. I've failed at it at the beginning of the year because I get bored and I want to trade. But I'm telling you guys right now, if you can eliminate in your mindset, my biggest advice for 2026, guys, is this. Only trade once a day and be happy with your trade. Only trade in, trade once a day, make your money. Or trade 2 to 3 times, but don't put all your money in. The second thing is only trade at the top and the bottom. Don't get bored. If you get bored, go play poker. Go to the casino. I don't know. Take your wife or family out for dinner, husband, whatever. This momentum here, garbage. You don't want it. Do you like eating garbage for dinner? No. Well, think of like this as a garbage dump, okay? And you're picking through. That is actually a good way to look at it. Think you're picking through a garbage dump, okay? And you're eating trash, okay? You don't want to eat trash, okay? It has liquid in it. It has like mold and all this other stuff. Okay, now here is the prime time steak, melted butter, rosemary, medium rare, cooked to a point it melts off your tongue. Okay, this is your money right here. Okay, this is all you want to do. You want to trade right here, and you want to trade right here. This, no trade, no trade. Okay, do you want to eat garbage, guys, or do you want to eat steak? And that's pretty much how you want to look at it. If you guys could bring those two things together in 2026, all of you will become a millionaire. I can promise you that. If you can't, a lot of you are going to break even, and a lot of you are going to be chasing money. Okay? 90% of money is lost in the chop zones. Exactly. Right? So I have a thing I'm working on, guys, for you guys after the training session. I'm not going to go too much detail into it. But can you trade just 3 or 4 times a week and still do well? Angela, you could trade 2 to 3 times a day and make 10 to 20 grand in a week. But your capital will have to be a bit, we'll talk about that, right? Actually, your capital won't have to be more because you'll be doing a funded account. So yes, you could trade once a week and make 10 grand in a week. Honestly, guys, you don't even need to trade more than 3 times a week. I'll tell you guys what, trading once per day or 3 times a week could make you $1 million a year, especially because you're using funded accounts. And I'm not just spewing BS. A lot of people are like, oh yeah, you can make $1 million trading. But with the system that I'm using, yes, you can make $1 million trading. Bollinger Bands are good for new traders. Absolutely, right? Look at the Bollinger Bands here in the 15-minute, 5-minute, right? You touched, well, 15. You touched the top of your bands here. Now you're kind of, Bollinger Bands trading is actually really, really good. If you only do the New York Open 5 minutes orb, you can make enough money. You can make $1 million just following orb. I actually know someone who just trades the New York Open in the 15-minute candle. And they make $1 million a month, but also they're using a lot of capital, right? So looks like Bitcoin wants to roll over here, guys. But again, I'm not trading in the zone. This is chop action, waiting for it to break right here. I'm actually not trading for the rest of the day. But essentially, if you guys want to trade, I'd be waiting for this break, or I'd be waiting for it come back up here. You could hypothetically trade this break. I don't trust it, though, especially with the 15-minute oversold. We would want the 15-minute overbought, right? 30 times the New York orb trade. Boom. Exactly. 50 times. And the volatility will play out, right? You'll see the volatility playing out. So all right, guys, rocking and rolling. Make sure you guys hit that like button so we could see a bit of sideways action off that manipulation. Obviously, we're rejecting the conversion line right here. And waiting for that 5-minute to become, or that 15-minute to become overbought. We have a body tweezer reversal candle here, or bearish reversal happening. Again, yes, we're oversold on the 4-hour, but our 4-hour MACD is dropping, so we know the continuation will be down. We're going to finish the live off with gold and silver. Nothing is happening on gold. Wow. Absolutely nothing is happening on gold. So you can see right here, gold has been ranging. You're in a rounded top. I would say gold is going to drop, guys, at this resistance here, but anything could happen. Rounded top, double top. Gold is really just going sideways, and we have a death cross coming up on the 4-hour. But I would say gold's definitely going to drop. Unless we break right here, we pump, but we already broke the uptrend. 4-hour MACD is still pushing up, so I wouldn't go against it yet. And then we got silver. Silver is a bit more bearish than gold. We're just waiting for that 4-hour time frame to drop here too and cross. If we get that cross on the MACD on silver, guys, we're going to have a very big drop down to about $63-ish in that area. So again, we're just respecting the trend. We're following the trend. It did break out, but we have key resistance right here. And even though it broke out, then it pumped and broke down. So it looks like gold and silver is about to roll over. You have a bit of bearish divergence from right here to right here. keep an eye on it, guys, because silver and gold is looking like a good short is coming up here shortly. And that is all I really got for you guys today. No trading zone for the market at the moment for me. So it looks like we might find a trade into Tokyo. Of course, this would have been a trade right here. And possibly right here. But I'm only shorting the market right now until we break this downtrend. So I'll see you guys on the Tokyo Live tonight around 8 to 8:30 p.m. CST. And I'm going to go work on the training for you guys for the February 21st. So I hope everyone has a wonderful day. Set your stop losses and profit, guys, and share your wins. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Just kind of wait for that 15-minute to be overbought if we're going to continue dropping.